Yeah, the staircase. Like, I think like there's a body inside. Okay, is this that tsundere of this series? I don't think I ever had a dream like this. That's terrifying. Oh my god. I'm so conflicted about her. What's going on? What is this dream? That would like give me some concerns, you know? I would probably question my own sanity at this point. Then this countdown probably happened to her as well before. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Phenomeno. So yeah, story is getting interesting. Plot thickens. Countdown is still going down. We just transferred to our home, apparently, and let's see what's going to happen next. Thank you for your comments, for the support. Seems like you like the story actually, and I also checked some discussion on Discord. And you don't think that Yoshi is homeless? She's just that eccentric. I think, wrong that she couldn't, like, afford food there in this cafe. Like, she obviously bought all the drinks, so it's not the issue. So, I was probably wrong. Anyway, glad to have some conversation with you, and yeah, let's just go. Let's continue. Also, I just fixed my microphone. Sorry if that was like off sync for a second here and stuff. So yeah, let's go. Remember to leave a like if you like the episode, dislike if you dislike it, and maybe subscribe if you like this little series. I think I will put like more series like this on the channel. I think like short stories like this, like 2 to 4 hour visual novels will be amazing, actually, to have on channel from time to time, as like side projects, outside of my big visual novels like Muramasa and Umineko right now. So yeah, we'll see. Probably I will mostly, yeah, you can like, maybe yeah, let me know in the comments, in this episode, like, what kind of short story, like up to 4 hours, that I could like do in like 2 to 4 episodes, I guess, would you like to see on the channel? Is there anything you would like to see? Let me know. Maybe there's some hidden diamonds I'm not aware of, like this one. Because before you said like, I didn't know about this. Anyway, let's go. The new apartment was fantastic. The pretty, clinic flooring, the new wallpaper, the sterilized unit bath. It wasn't right comparing to the house, where the previous inhabitant remnants drifted everywhere, but I definitely learned that it wasn't right to skimp on the housing expenses. Yep. Learned it the hard way, huh? It was even further from the university, but houses were nearby. I could walk to a convenience store, and there were plenty of street light. This apartment, which was brightly lit even at night, was introduced to me by Karaso. Aww, nice. From what I learned, one of Karaso's acquaintances was the landlord for this apartment, and she was renting a room here too. It annoyed me a bit that the room was simply a warehouse, a place to put paranormal cursing equipment apparently. Okay, for her, but I couldn't complain. Rent locked to 50,000 yen, but it was 6 tatami, 1k with a loft, and a unit bath, so it was extremely cheap for the area. And it's like 20,000 yen difference. I guess it's kind of big difference. Yeah, it's like half of price actually, in comparison to the haunted house. It had been 1 week since I looked at the paranormal house with Yoshi. Right after noon on Sunday, on a rare day, with no part-time work and no lectures, I opened the window and took in the comfortable breeze as I sprawled out in the empty room. The previous week had passed by quickly. First I cried to my big sister and borrowed some money, and immediately moved here. I didn't want to enter that house ever again, and it was expensive having to hire people, but it was worth it. Did you ever experience something like this in your house? Or at least like in some house? Like some weird noises at night that you couldn't explain? And you got scared of them? Maybe as a kid? Maybe as an adult? I don't know. Let me know. If you have stories like this, that would be like very interesting to read actually. Furthermore, this apartment walls were so thin that you would almost instinctively want to pick up your neighbor's ringing phones, which made it feel like you were among living people and you could greet people in the hallways, and if you opened the windows, you could hear the lackadaisical voice of the bamboo pole merchants. Basically, this place was overflowing with life. For me, that was extremely important. As I've been drained of mental energy to the extremes, I required the comfort of living amidst people. There's Yoshi. I never met Yoshi again. That night, I gave her a lift to her family restaurant. Not to her, to the family restaurant, and parted ways. Everything about her was a mystery, other than the fact that she was a high school student, and her real name was Mitsurugi Yoshi. I spoke with her a bit as I escaped to the train station, but I never found out what was going on with that house. She didn't try to explain, and I wasn't in any hurry to ask. However, I had a strange conviction that something bad was there. Every night, I heard something eerie, and I even ate a countdown, but mostly, I believed it because of Yoshi's one phrase. This place is real. That this was not a place I could deal with. I immediately thought that. If you think about it that way, she was why I was able to make the decision to place myself in such a peaceful place, but it was true. What they say, that when the blade is no longer to your throat, you regain your curiosity. Yeah, that's true. If you're like away from danger, you basically... Maybe not always, but you got like your curiosity going up because you are not like in immediate danger or anything, and you got curious, like, what if? Basically. Now that it was all the past, I was thankful, so I was truthfully somewhat curious. What did she notice? Yeah, the staircase, like, I think like there's a body inside. I swear, like, definitely some kind, definitely dead guys now. What did she notice? What was the countdown? What is Yoshi anyway? It was hard to explain, but she seems different from just the occult maniac. It wasn't like she was getting a thrill out of coming close to danger, but rather, she seems to have no instinct telling her to avoid dangerous areas. In other words, it was hard to explain her as anything but someone wanting to die. Oh. That's dark. Whenever she said something, I felt like the world I believed and I lived in was about to crumble apart. Sometimes, I would take a peek at the Kabuchi, but Yoshi never appeared in the thread. And of course, no one reacted to the thread I'd started. I had been buried deep to the point where I didn't want to revive it. Krishna descended upon various threads, but never touched on the Yoshi case. That was real. I wanted to write, but I had no means of proving myself, and myself had felt fuzzy about it, so I kept myself to ordinary life. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. You just like escaped the scariest house ever, and you still stick in the like occult pages and everything. Like, this guy have like nerves of steel. God damn it. Indeed, daily life continued. As increased living expense and abnormal of light and heat. My scholarship was insufficient, but I began working part-time at an Italian restaurant near the train station. I wanted to pay back the moving funds that I borrowed from my big sis too, so I started working whenever I had no lectures. My city survival began as I worked myself to exhaustion and flung a tight smile everywhere. A week went by, and it was that sort of day. Okay, he's at the university. I wonder what he's studying. Was it mentioned? Did I forget something like about our main character? I mean, last time I read for like Phenomeno last week, so I might forgot like some details. Maybe? Was it mentioned like what kind of study is this guy doing? I don't think so. My first university lecture in a while had just ended, and I was stuffing my textbook into my bag when I realized a girl I recognized was staring at me. Okay. She was short, yet her breasts were big enough to notice through her clothing. Ooh. And she had glasses. Yeah, she looks cool. I like her. Yep. Also, yeah, definitely big. Her hair was cut straight, like a Zakishi Warashi. What? And her face resembled that of a young middle schooler, matching her red framed glasses. What's the Shikiwarashi? What's a Shikiwarashi? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You can explain this to me. You're great at it, like giving me some trivia and helping me understand stuff. Who's that? I stared right back at her, and she cleared her throat once and then came over. Oh my god, she's so small. Maybe that's a new thumbnail for like new chapter? I'm not sure if I should change thumbnail. Maybe I should. I'm not sure. I will like actually make a like screenshot. 1 second. You just see if that like actually worked. Yeah, seems like it worked. But that's annoying to... Yeah, I will deal with this later. Okay, it might be a thumbnail for this episode. Who knows? We'll see. If I change the thumbnail or not. Maybe I will not. Also, is that my camera or is there like something on screen actually? That was my camera. Okay. Sorry for that black dot on the side that was there. Why she's angry, by the way? She started talking something out of her pocket. Then put it back. Taking something out of her pocket. Then put it back. I saw that it was some sort of paper. She walked to me, standing straight and still, and in the end, never took out that piece of paper. She had a bit of a vexed expression as she glared at me, although her baby face made it lose its bite, and then clicked her tongue, and then turned away. What was that? Hey, I couldn't stop myself from calling out to her. What do you want? Speak up. Why she's angry? What the hell? What I did to you? The straight-haired girl turned back around and said, Baka. Baka. Despite being mild-mannered, I wasn't one to stand being assaulted by a girl I'd never met before. Why are you being so rude? What's your name? What grade are you? I asked, but she simply snapped back. Shut up. You're a Sai. That's your fault to begin with. What do you mean? And then she pointed her small index finger at me. Is it... Okay, is this that tsundere of this series? She's... Okay, yeah, that's definitely tsundere. You can... She's blushing. She's blushing, she's angry at main character. And she don't want to tell him what's going on. And I think like she had like love letter or something. That's what the paper was. It's because of scum like you that these things keep happening like this. Learn your piece, fool. Place, fool. Fool? You? After that, she rapidly asked me, do your shoulders ache? Do your ears ring? Are you able to sleep at night? What the fuck do you mean? Was she some sort of doctor apprentice? Did this university even have medical college? When I was bewildered, the girl finally pulled out a piece of paper from her pocket. She stuck it under my nose. Okay, maybe I was wrong. It's not a letter, like love letter or anything. Or maybe? I had no time to take it. And she ran off like a rabbit. And by the time I picked it, she already left the classroom. The hell was that? Yeah, exactly. No one was left in the classroom by then, so I looked at the piece of paper I held. It was like a handmade business card. Okay, never mind. That's weird. I just read. Beatnik? Beatnik. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. If is there like any pronunciation for this, so I will just pronounce it Beatnik. The research club president, Kurimoto Shina. Okay, that tells me nothing. And the location of the Beatnik Research Club, situated on the western wing. Beatnik? Batnik? Beatnik? I don't know. That night I saw a dream. Okay. In my dream, I was still living in that house. The old three-story mountain cottage by the riverbank. There, I was looking at myself. It was like I would spiritually departed from my body and was floating in space and was gazing upon me, living my life. The me, down there, showed no signs of noticing me and continued living normally. It seems I was watching a bit of my past. I was living carefree, as I hadn't learned of fear of the noises at night. Hey, come on. Stop with this house. I wanted to tell him about this as person, just drifting in a dream. There was nothing I could do. That's such a bizarre dream, like holy shit. I don't think I ever had a dream like this. I remember some dreams I had like when I was a kid and everything. They were like some batshit crazy dreams, like holy fuck, but I never had something like this that I saw like myself being somewhere. It was always first perspective. Did you ever had a dream like this? Let me know in the comment. Maybe you had. Do you remember what you were doing in this dream, maybe? Unless it's not safe for work, then don't tell us. Or tell us, but like around. Yeah, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Do whatever you want. All I could do was observe. Eventually, I noticed that Yoshi was sitting next to me. Oh. The two of us were sitting together on the old sofa I picked up after moving. The two of us didn't speak to each other. Instead, just going on with our lives individually. I was yawning as I watched the TV, while she was just quietly reading an old book. It was just a dream, so it was free to make up any situation it wanted, but I still thought it was odd. However, I also accepted that if we were to live together with her, neither of us would really interfere with the other. Yeah, I can see that. Eventually, the me down there got bored of the TV and proceeded to stretch, wash his face, and brush his teeth. I thought about studying a bit, but instead I just immediately wanted to sleep. As I observed myself as an outsider, I realized that I was a pretty boring person. I think I'm a boring person as well. Maybe, I don't know. I boasted that I would turn the fortunes of my family lumber business that was downtrodden and had departed Shizuoka in opposition of my father and big sister, failed to get into seminar I wanted and wandered occult sites. Plus, I hadn't even written a single letter to my mother, who had promised to send letters to after coming to Tokyo. Finally, I'd moved into a haunted house because of low rent and ran into a psychotic girl. Yeah, I wanted to slap myself. And then night begins. As I sighted and glared, I quickly curled up in my bedroom. Even though Yoshi was there, it seems I could not see her as I turned off the light. Yoshi seems to notice the light had gone off as she closed her book and stared off into the space. Okay, that's weird. What a weird dream, what the hell? I'd floated down to Yoshi, thinking I would turn the light on for her. What? Why? It's about time. I had a bad feeling from Yoshi's words. What? And then? Okay, yeah. They are doing very good job with sounds. Yeah, definitely. You also told me that in the comments and everything, that you appreciate sounds in this game, and I agree. And then, in the darkness with only moonlight illumination, I heard that sound. From somewhere, the sound of something being scrapped. An ominous melody ringing across the border, connecting this world and the other, as if something was trying to crawl out of a sealed dimension. As I heard that sound, my body slowly froze. It was like watching those supernatural shows on the TV, where they set up camera in rooms that ghosts are rumored to appear. This dream isn't bad. I need to wake up soon as possible, because if I stay here, like this, I would see there's something that was engraving numbers onto this house. I frantically tried to wake up. I waved my limbs around, trying to touch something, but I could not wake myself up from the dream. That's terrifying! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's terrifying. It was like my body had been cut by some black hand, seeping out of different world. Feeling the despair of having been locked into a room with no exit, with a dream, only my panting echoed. And suddenly I found myself next to Yoshi. On the old leather sofa, Yoshi and I were embracing each other. Okay. Hello, Yoshi? As if I were trying to stain both of my palms with Yoshi's body temperature, I played with her body. Wait, what? Are we having like sex scene or something now? In the dream or something? What the fuck is going on? That was my wish, and yet it wasn't. I mean, of course, I had some interest in girls as a simple 18-year-old boy, but my lasting wasn't this twisted. Yeah, she's kinda crazy. I wasn't the type to release my sexual lust by turning myself into unseen existence. That's bizarre. What's going on? I was pretty sure I had that much reason in me anyways. Ooh. Yoshi, however, showed no sign of fear. She's cool. She's cool, but still crazy. I'm so conflicted about her. She have cool personality, but creepy at the same time. She's cool in like physical appearance, but she's also creepy at the same time. That's so weird. I don't know what to think about her. These eyes, they're like piercing my soul. What the hell? Whoa, okay, yep, the eyes. If anything, she was in a state of ecstasy. Okay. Her expression was dangerous. I felt my reason making sounds as it broke apart. What? Okay. I licked Yoshi's skin. I groped her breasts through her clothes. I lusted over her soft body with the tips of my fingers. I pulled up her long skirt, showing her white thighs. Yoshi's eyes were barely open. Her lips were slightly parted. And I could see her white teeth. Stop. 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 I screamed, removing my body, but I couldn't restrain my abnormal, extreme lusting. What is this episode? This is so weird. What's going on? What is this dream? Is this like some kind of like really, because he have like PTSD from his old house and he is pent up? Does he have like some like fucked up wet dream or something? What the hell? I mean, I guess that would be a normal dream if you would be not trapped in the haunted house with, I don't know, that while looking on yourself from like outside the body. What? Okay. However, the moment I placed the head I didn't, oh my god, I didn't even finish reading that. Holy shit. However, the moment I placed a hand on her white wrist, I almost screamed. Yeah! Okay, that's not my hand, right? That's someone else. My arms were not ones I'd become accustomed to seeing, but rather were long and thin, if anything like an old-aged man. Wait! What the fuck is going on? Is he dreaming of being this ghost that's hunting this place? Is he in the body of that bodied, like this ghost that he saw, this old guy, that middle-aged guy in the staircase? And why Yoshi is like that towards him? Do they know each other? Is this like something? I don't know. That's okay. These sleeves were grey and worn. I was wearing an old suit. I felt like I faintly smelled some cologne. I stretched out my trembling arms and felt my face, my nose, my lips, and what I felt was hideously not mine. It was definitely that of someone else, and I knew who it was. Him, yeah, this is like that's like the weirdest dream ever. Like, that's some acid stuff, what the fuck. That man existing at the edge of my vision. And finally, my face tilted against my will. My face pointed towards the window ahead, towards the moonlight. And my eyes locked with a man covering Yoshi. That instant, I lost consciousness. Wait, what? Yeah, man, is at the edge of my vision. And finally my face tilted against my will. My face pointed towards window ahead, towards the moonlight, and my eyes locked with a man covering Yoshi. Wait, but she was lying on the, like, sofa or something, so how you looking on the window saw the man covering Yoshi? What the fuck? I'm confused with this sequence. I'm confused with this sequence, actually. Did he change perspective during the dream? Like, first he was a ghost, and then his perspective changed into the Yoshi inside the dream, and he was like looking from down from his bed, and he saw Yoshi and this guy next to her. I'm kind of confused. So I will really appreciate if you can like try to make this straight to me. Huh. Or maybe if there's no answer, then you can like give me your interpretation of the sequence actually. That was very bizarre sequence. I don't know what to think about this. Along with incredible trembling, I woke up. It was my new apartment, with abnormally bright lightning from the lamp. To my side was a coffee table, with the empty box of the convenience store meal I'd just eaten, and an unfinished bottle of the oolong tea. Near my pillow, textbooks and notebooks for university had been tossed about. There was a cheap curtain between me and the sash to the small veranda, and it swayed a bit from the night breeze coming through a gap in the sash. I breathed deeply. My heart was still pounding. I came home from work, ate a bit, and then had fallen asleep. Fuck off with scaring me. I felt malice towards no one in particular and grabbed the bottle. I gulped down the third or so, or that was left of the oolong tea. I felt incredibly thirsty, and even the lukewarm oolong tea tastes delicious. When I finished, I felt a bit calmer, and I scratched my hair as I exhaled sharply. This guy has some PTSD, like seriously, what the hell? Can you blame him though? Oh my god. That got loud. Calm down, just a dream. It was just 2 weeks ago. It's not surprising to have some fear still in my heart. That's why I saw that dream, that's all. Yeah, that's like, yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mumbled to myself in an effort to persuade myself, but my heart didn't stop pounding. I could still feel Yoshi's soft body in my hands. That's bizarre. It's like he mixed his fear and his lust together. Like he dreamed about his old house where he was like scared about the ghosts and everything. That gave him like this PTSD basically. And he thought about Yoshi, who is pretty, but crazy. But well, he likes her, so he asked for her. And he's 18, so yeah, that's totally normal stuff. So he just mixed the realities like together into like one fucked up dream. Okay. And I realized that something was ringing in my head. It was like a phone from the next door, like a cell phone in my pocket was still ringing. A quiet but defined warning sound. What? What's bothering you? I looked around. New white wallpaper surrounded me, and there was just a spacious, vacant room, and I hadn't been able to feel with furniture. Okay. Nothing had changed between before and after I'd slept. However, the bells in my head keep ringing. Okay, this is getting weird. The girl we saw before in his school asked him if he like hears stuff and like ringing and everything. Okay, what's her role in this? What's going on? What is it? I stood up and looked around the room again. There was nothing out of ordinary. The after effects of the scary dream were just bothering me, that's all. Probably not. Oh my god, the soundtrack. I was trying to think that when I noticed it. Next to the wall was a ladder leading to a small loft. The lighting for the loft was different, so it was slightly dark there. Just then I felt something cold travel down my spine. Where did I pick up a place with a loft? That dark area, where it felt like someone might jump out at me, gave me bad thoughts. However, it felt like the warming inside was directed straight at the loft. Okay. I must the courage to look up, and the warning sound grew louder. I swallowed once and turned on the light to the loft next to the ladder. Okay, that's getting creepy. I placed a foot on the ladder, climbing it one step at a time. And then I willed myself to look into the loft. Of course, there's no one in the loft, but there's like books, I think, and it looks like someone was sleeping here. And you are not using this place, apparently, so that's not yours. That would like give me some concerns, you know? If you've never been here before. Having this thing on the ground. The only thing there was a cheap sleeping bag I bought instead of blanket, and a number of books that were scattered around. Okay, that's yours. Never mind then. I better feel relief, and was just about to climb back down when I noticed it. On the other side of the sleeping bag, at the furthest wall, I saw something. What, like more books? Oh fuck! Won't. What do you mean won't? That was knee. That was 2. That was like this. Oh my god, it's still counting even in this house. Okay, our main character is either batshit crazy or he's going to die or something. Like maybe that's like real or something. I don't know. What the hell? 2 lines had been violently drawn. I screamed a silent scream as I tumbled down from the ladder. I made a loud sound as my knee and shoulders struck the ground, but I didn't care. Yep. Okay, nowhere is safe. That's bad. How do you escape with something like this? Like, this is like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in this situation. Like, this is crazy. Somehow I managed to grab my wallet and cell phone, and I jumped out of the door. Maybe I would just like... I don't know, maybe I would like to like just get to like actually hospital at this point. To like, maybe... I would probably question my own sanity at this point. Probably. Not lines. Those weren't lines. That was... Yep. 2. The number 2. I had even moved, but the countdown continued. I have chills again, god damn it. I jumped into the night city and ran to a convenience store in the search of light. As I ran, I tapped at my cell phone, accessing Ikagabuchi. And then I looked at the forum, from end to end. I didn't care if it was Karasu or Su or Yoshi or anyone. I desperately looked for someone I knew. And then I saw it, in a thread titled Mysterious Dimension. Isenjugu. A mere 30 minutes ago, Yoshi had posted. Oh! Ignoring the serious discussion of how to see Yata to Nagami at the Kutajingu, I posted there. Hey Yoshi, help me. The awkward maniacs, who had been the debate interrupted, laughed at my spontaneous post, but I ignored them. Yoshi, you're reading this, aren't you? Talk to me. He's still following me. But of course Yoshi never answered. And it's just angered and Isenjugu maniacs. I wonder, oh my god. How will she find him though? I wonder if she knows where he lives now. Probably maybe not, because he drove her like back to the restaurant and they never saw each other, so she probably don't know where he lives now. Even after Reaching the convenience store, I looked around in Kakabuchi while I was in the parking lot. I tried writing in the places that Yoshi might find interesting to contact me immediately. But maybe I posted too often because the entire forum rose up in arms calling me a spammer. If I got banned, I'd be trouble contacting her, so I started responding, no, I'm not a spammer, I'm seriously in trouble. But people just coolly responded that that was spamming. Eventually, others began calling me wannabe, and I got pissed off and shouted at them, you scam occult maniacs, and then flames continued. It was like 100 versus 1, as the flames continued being spat. Right as I was feeling like the world was against me, and I was about to slam my phone against the ground. Are you Nagi? Someone wrote that. When I looked at the name, it said Krishna. Ooh. That name was like a miracle descending upon me, and I almost crumbled to the ground. I tried to type a response, but my fingers were trembling too much. As I struggled like that, Krishna posted again. And it said, that's Krishna! Oh! That's the girl with the glasses! Wow! Okay. Okay. Plot thickens. Come to place written on the card I gave you this afternoon. Whoa, okay, that's new. It was 2 AM. I'd left my bicycle behind, so I plodded my way to the university on foot. Of course, the front gate was closed, and the security guard looked at me suspiciously. In an effort to escape from that look, I took a wide arc, and then went along the fencing towards the line of Zelkova trees on the left. Oh, the Zelkova trees. Little Buster memory. Not that long ago, I finished Mio Road. After you walk a bit here, you get the western wing, which housed the Beatnik research club room. Kurimoto Shina. Krishna. Makes sense. I was so careless. I noticed nothing. That the administrator of Ikakabuchi, Krishna, was a person who attended the same university. And for that baby-faced girl to be Krishna was unimaginable. Yeah. Me and my spelling sometimes, goddammit. I went straight to the furthest room and was shocked when I entered. There were still some students inside chatting with each other. I felt a bit exasperated, as though this was some sort of Nevernight castle. But I guess this was just the way it was for students. And so, I felt a bit embarrassed about myself being afraid of ghosts. My feet felt heavy as I arrived at the Beatnik Research Club on the third floor, and I saw light on the other side of the smoked glass. I knocked on the door and heard a familiar voice, so I said, "It's Nagi. Yamada Nagito." So, if she knows about the ringing in your ear, then this countdown probably happened to her as well before. Because otherwise she would not know that. I wonder if she like survived the countdown? Maybe? Or she somehow escaped that? It's open. Excuse me. When I opened the door, I found myself facing an empty concrete walled room of about 10 tatamis. There was a single steel cabinet placed against the wall. In the middle was a relatively large work table, and there were 4 seats placed around the table and 3 people seated. In the middle, Wow. Yeah, that's definitely look like an occult outfit. These were like samurai or like samurai or something. The sandals. Yeah, like oh my god, she looks like. The red framed glasses were as odd as usual, but she was wearing what seems to be a priestess outfit, stained in black, had on a tagetta, and sat on a seat. That suited her too well. I had no interest in such types, but I could answer instead how people would like lollies, and people who liked cosplay felt which was scary. True! I don't see though. Maybe it's because she's small. I don't know why he'd say like this is like a baby face. Is it? I think that's probably just the effect of like big boobs. I don't know. I mean, you are Krishna? I asked, and the girl made a distinctful face and nodded. I warned you to leave that house immediately. Huh? Karasu told you nothing? Nothing at all. And then Krishna quickly clicked her tongue and said, well, come in. Okay, so she knows stuff. I looked around the room again. And next to the small occult side administrator was a woman who seems to be in her late 20s and did not seem like a student wearing simple, white Eastern clothing, and a bald, middle-aged man wearing monk attire who, no matter what, looking nothing like at all like a student. Oh my god, this is like some serious, like little occult like club actually, not like bunch of people on the forum. This is like real stuff. What the hell? I don't know how to greet them, so I just stood bewildered at the entrance, and Krishna made a motion with her small chin to sit there. I sat down on the chair that had been prepared for me. When the middle-aged monk stood behind me and grabbed my shoulders with his thick arms. Hey, what's going on? And then Krishna pushed her glass up and asked, what are you trying to see? The other side of her own accord. And then she began lecturing me in a stern voice. Alright, as long as we don't look, you can't see us either. You can have interest in occult. It's natural and unavoidable of people to have interest in things that are little understood. Still, the other side has the other side business. To them, not being able to see does not count as exclusive. Even if you can see them, humans have enough power to be able to feel them. This is eerie. Then immediately understand that there's something you can see and pay it due respect. Okay. In the face of her stern look, I, the fool, could understand. So basically, I've been possessed. I asked tearfully. At this rate, you're pretty screwed. Yeah, sounds like. Her expression became even sterner and I froze. Krishna, said the woman in white clothes. She had no makeup on and held a strangely shaped rosary in her hand. It's gotten a bit inside. It already gotten a bit inside. What? They can like feel ghosts or something? What is this called? Can you pull it out? Can you pull it out here? I will try. The two of them finished the strange conversation. Wait, Krishna. Who are these two? I asked as I tried to escape from the strong monk. Investigators from Ikagabushi. Answered Krishna bluntly. Investigators. I will explain later. Just shut up and stay still. Okay. It's no use. The host isn't here. I heard a female voice from far away. We have to go to that house. You're right. The middle-aged man and Krishna's voice also echoed a bit, like a record that was losing some speed. I began to slow down. The monk was strong, but that wasn't the only reason. It was as if I had never noticed that I was on the verge of toppling over under extreme weight. And as soon as I realized that, my body senses frantically tried to show me the level of exhaustion I felt. I felt that sort of exhaustion, one that tired to sink me into the bottomless pit. You can move? Then don't move, Krishna said in a mysterious kind voice. And then I lost consciousness. Okay, that's weird. To be honest, I don't remember much after that. Okay. I think I was loaded into a car. Oh my god, what is this, a kidnapping? Are they going to this house together with him? And then, I think there was a lot of shaking. My consciousness came back, because I felt a familiar sense of cold on my skin. One that seems to want wringing me dry. My body was still heavy and my consciousness felt like mud. But my life instinct seems to shout, this place is bad. Shit. When I came to, I was in front of the house. God damn it. That's crazy. But we'll see that in the next episode. Yeah. I think this is the perfect place to end. I think this is the perfect place to end. We probably will end this story in the next episode, I think. We are pretty close in the countdown. We got like involved into like some real like occult organization. And this is not just a bunch of 100 people on the forum. This is like elite. And they know something. And we had like batshit crazy dream and everything. What is this? Oh my god, I love this story. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you once again for recommending this to me. I would probably never read that otherwise. Yeah. So that would be it for today. And I'll see you next one. So thank you for joining. And yeah. Thanks. And I'll see you next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.